great. You have to be willing to activate the great from within. It starts with you, and it starts right now. Good morning, world. Tyler Davis and Greg Thomas here.
Back at it again.
You know it. Another Monday morning.
Yeah,
ready
man.
to go.
Yes.
Christmas was all festive.
It was, man. It was good. Nice little time to disconnect, but focusing on what's ahead of us.
You know, I like to think that this time of year, you know, gets people to slow down a little bit. You know, I'm noticing that less and less the case anymore.
Yeah, slow down to speed up.
Maybe someone would appreciate just a little kindness here. Maybe I'll just be in the moment enough to recognize where I might be not thinking about others.
Yeah, especially after we just came off of this season where we just spent time, you know, giving and thinking about others. But as we go out there through the hustle and bustle of obtaining these things for others, what about all the people around you?
Which, if you have a smile, you know that you have like at least a welcoming and like inviting presence. That's the kind of presence people really want. They're not always looking for presents under the Christmas tree. That's kind of like what we're talking about today. You know, 3 reasons to try your best to be nice. There's a lot of things that are going on in this world right now that we can kind of take the initiative to lead by example.
Oh, yeah, and go the extra mile and you know, have empathy with people. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to just assume like some kindness is going to help you out today.
Yeah, I'm just going to be nice just cause.
Just cause.
It's going to help both of us.
Oh.
And that's the thing, like it comes back to you.
Oh, yeah, it definitely does. 3 reasons to try your best to be nice. Number 1, you don't allow others to rent space in your head. So how many times you got caught up in the moment, kind of snap off, not handle something, and then you end up thinking about what you wish you would have done differently the whole rest of the day.
Oh, man, and then a week later, something like that, and, you know, the world that we're living in, rent's going up.
Oh, yeah, because there's all kinds of distractions out there versus just kind of getting caught up and reacting all the time, right? Because you got so much going on. How many times would you have had a clean slate, had a chance to decompress, and they're like, well, hey, you know, maybe I should have, you know, I'd rather sit there and think about what I should have kind of had more of a backbone on than where I went over the top.
Yeah, because we're all guilty of that. We lay our head down at night, you know, and how often do we replay the day? If we just lead with kindness, we don't have to replay the day. We can more think ahead to tomorrow and setting ourselves up for success.
Well, yeah, there's just a mass impact there. I've not mastered this by any stretch of the imagination, you know, like it's why you have to work on it, right? Because you're gonna fail at this. You know, we didn't say always be nice. It's like try your best to be nice, right? Realize that there's opportunities to be nice, because there's so many things that are amplified.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and there's so many things that we have going on in our lives that it's really easy to be disconnected.
Right.
You know?
And stay in that constant state of fight or flight and stress.
Dude,
to where slow down.
It is that. It is like you max yourself out.
It's not that deep.
And no,
Just
it isn't. Not
share
usually.
A smile. Be cool. Let's keep rolling.
And, you know, whatever you got going on, just being nice just allows you to shine a little bit. Like, hey, maybe get an escape from whatever it is you have going on. Maybe I can make someone else smile, you know, and no matter what I have going on. I mean, I guarantee there's people that we've all encountered that had the weight of the world on their shoulders in comparison to what we have going on, but they still lead in with a smile, and they're great, and they're warming and infectious people.
Yep, and you would never know that all that stuff.
Right.
And we're always learning and evolving. Just recently, I had a good friend, you know, just kind of look at me and be like, are you all right? And I'm, yeah, why? You know, you just look off.
Yeah.
Like, wow, okay. And I remember it made me like step back and be like,
Yeah.
okay, let me check myself.
For sure.
What's my face saying that I'm not aware of?
The bullet point was, you know, you don't allow others to rent space in your head. Well, you kind of stop yourself from spending too much time up there too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, being nice to people is a nice escape to get out of your mind, like to stop whatever you're thinking about.
Yeah.
That space between your ears, I mean, it's probably 6 to 7 inches, but it can feel like 37 miles, right? Like,
Well
you know,
said.
and it just, we have to stop that in its track. So, number 2, we can control how we make other people feel. And that's really one of the most powerful things there is, right? Like where you can walk into a room, you can see somebody that's having kind of a bad day, and you know that you can at least put a smile on that person's face.
That's powerful. Immense power with that.
We just downgrade it, right? To the point where we don't do it.
Well, yeah, and a lot of times I think we feel like, oh, they don't want bothered. Like, man, that might be just what they need to go back to what we were just talking about, to help them get out of their own head.
Everybody possesses this superpower.
Oh, yeah. And once you become somebody that's known for that, it kind of helps other people around you let their guard down.
Yeah.
And they know, like, if they do need to let something off their vest, you know, hey, I bet he would understand.
How much more of a confidant can you be now? Not that this person is going to latch onto you like a parasite and just suck the life out of you. It's not like that, but I think there is this subconscious feeling that we want to keep our energy for us.
Right.
People forget that that is a bountiful bucket of
is.
power. You don't run out of it.
And the way the human machine is designed, we're designed to connect. We
Right.
run off of love, or whatever you want to call it.
Connection.
We need that.
And I think that we get so self-absorbed to the point where we forget that that is a part of what we are, to your point, basically in the DNA, but we're kind of getting so sucked into our phones. We're getting so sucked into watching everybody else live their life that we're not being a part of the real world.
Yes, man.
How much of face-to-face time can you say you were dedicated to or committed to day by day, right? I mean, we're spending more time staring at a screen than we are talking to people.
Right. Yeah, like on people skills. Straight
yeah.
up people skills. Like, what does that mean? Like, how can you sit down and have a conversation and just look somebody dead in their eye?
Oh.
And just have an engaging conversation
On the
and
first
connect.
take.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of these TikTok, they keep redoing them until they like them. Okay?
Yes.
There are no redos. There are no retakes. You roll with it. You get to be in the moment. You don't get to manifest a new, future. What we're doing is we're detaching ourselves from reality more and more, detaching ourselves from the human experience more and more by, delete, redo.
Yeah.
Delete, redo. You don't get to do that with people. So I encourage everybody to go out of your way. Make the face-to-face connections you have real and genuine and beneficial to the masses, and don't worry about what's going on in your head. It will still be there.
Yeah, and keep kindness at the front of your mind.
Recognize your superpower. We
Lead
all
with
have
it.
the ability to do it. It's a choice. This is an awesome choice to have. Awesome time of year to be activating this greatness from within you. Lastly, you never know what other people have going on. We kind of touched on this a little earlier, but you never know what people have going on in their lives. I got two people that are tethered together. It's happening right now in our family. Okay, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
There is no ticker line at the bottom that follows people around that says, hey, I have some ish going on. Some really bad things went down. We don't know what's going to happen. It's right around the holidays.
Yeah.
What are we all going to do? No one knows. Like when you go out of your way to be kind, you can take this person out of their mind for even 3 seconds, 2 seconds, a moment.
Yeah.
And that might be all that they need, and all the hope that they need to think about things in a different way, to be positive, to start thinking about how this is going to work out, not why did this happen.
Absolutely, man. I mean, there was a very powerful message that I read in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It helped me change my perception of from everyday things when I make a phone call.
Yeah.
I never know what the person that picks up on the other end is in the middle of. And like you said, they could be literally at the hospital standing over a family member, getting ready to watch them take their last breath. So if they don't have time, or they're rude, or whatever, man, be kind anyway.
Don't make it about you.
Yes.
Don't make it about you. And I had a real problem with this for a long time because, you think about, you get busy, you have all these things going on, like the, mortgage business, for example. We have to explain ourselves in situations over and over, and you repeat it. You have to type it out. You talk to people on the phone. Can you send me an email about that too? We just had a really good conversation about it, I thought. But yes, let me send you this recap.
Yes.
And what I realized, though, is that, hey, I speak this language. Not everybody speaks this language. I can't expect everybody to retain all this. And I'm okay with saying it again, having grace, and probably become more okay with that from this vein of, you never know what someone has going on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you never know. Like a lot of our veteran clients, I know that there are triggers, and a real estate transaction, mortgage transaction can certainly be one of them. Okay, that's one of 1,000 examples of triggers or things that people could have going on in their life, where we get so self-absorbed thinking about how annoyed we are that we have to repeat ourselves, that we forget about the person on the other end of the line. And that's what we're talking about here, is we all have this ability to tweak it, to stop and just think about it a little bit. How do we make this better? How do we make this more impactful, versus being stuck in your head and going on autopilot? Again, 3 reasons to try your best to be nice, okay? Even when it's not Christmas, okay, or the holidays or anything, just wear it on your sleeve.
Yep.
Put it on the forefront of your mind. Be nice, like Roadhouse, baby. What do you say? Just be nice, right?
Simple as that.
It works, right? For these 3 reasons. You don't allow others to rent space. You are meant to be present, shine your light. And it's really powerful when you can be aware of that, right? Be in tune with that. Number two, we can control how we make other people feel, right? Like, this is my power. I know that I can make you feel better than the way you feel right now. We've all heard this, right? Leave people better than you found them.
Yes.
It's about being nice, people. You know what I mean? From a good place, not because you want something. And lastly, you never know what other people have going on in their mind. Look, there's things that go on. It's life. You're going to get hit in the mouth. You're going to get hit in the mouth. And are you going to keep moving forward or not? And maybe, just maybe, if we go out of our way, someone will be like, hey, look, I want to keep moving forward now.
Yeah.
One smile, one open the door, one thank you. And basically, at the end of the day, you are in control of this. We are in control of this. You can control how you make people feel, whether you're aware of it or not. But you are in control of that.
The power of choice.
It is the choice. It's the choice to get out of your head, snap out of it, and just don't infect other people with whatever you got going on in your mind. If anything, take kindness as an opportunity to escape from your own demons. And we don't take them out on other people.
No, if you want to be contagious, be contagious with kindness,
exactly.
baby.
Oh, yeah. And make it spread. Spread this kindness this year. Roll into next year, 2022. Let's make it happen. And at the end of the day, be nice. We'll catch you next time. I want to take a quick minute to thank our sponsor, ccmindiana.com, for all your mortgage needs. Very competitive, ready to rock, ready to help you be a pre-approved buyer that can compete. Ready to get pre-approved for your next mortgage? Stop by ccmindiana.com and see how we can help.